Hey there, everyone. My name is Marcus, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a Power BI dashboard from scratch using Excel as a data source. So we are going to be starting off with this Excel sheet. It's about 61 rows, contains 4 columns, and it's basically a list of my snacking purchases. We can see here that I purchased cake, for example, for 35 bucks from Walmart at this date, but then again, I bought cake for 33 bucks from Costco. So the idea here is that we are going to use Power BI to visualize this data so that, first of all, I can see which stores I spend the most money on, and then also see which stores where I can purchase cake for the least amount of money, for example. So we are going to start off here in Power BI Desktop. Now, if you don't have Power BI Desktop, you can easily get it for free from the Microsoft Store. Simply search for Power BI and then click on download. If you're using Mac, this will not be available for you, but instead you're going to have to get a Windows emulator or virtual machine or something like that to get Windows and then install Power BI Desktop. So it's only available for Windows as of today, at least. Now, the first thing that we're going to do here is click on Import Data from Excel. If you don't see the screen for whatever reason, simply go to Get Data from up here. And then you can see here, by the way, all of the sources or, many of the famous sources or most used sources where you can get data. In our case, we're going to be using an Excel workbook. So we're going to click on that. And then we're going to select Snacking List, which is our Excel file, and then click on Open. Now here you can see all of the sheets and tables that the Excel file contains. In this case, we simply have one, which is sheet one, and we can see here our data. So we are going to click on sheet one. When you click on here, by the way, this is when you review it. To get it in, you have to click on this little box to the left. Now to load our data, we click on load. But before that, I just want to show you what transform data is all about. So we're going to click on transform data here, and it's going to open up this new editor window. Now, transform data is where you go to actually change the data itself. Now, Power BI is a tool, generally speaking, for displaying data, but you can also use it to alter the data. So how would this work? Well, let's, for example, go to the column product, and we can see here that we have cake, we have pie, soda, and so on. If I click on this little arrow, we can see here that I can, for example, remove pie from the list super easily. So if I unclick pie and then click OK, then you can see here that it filtered away pie from the list. And we can also see here, by the way, on the right, under applied steps, all the changes that we have made to the data. So if I want to undo the change, I simply click on the X next to filtered rows. And we can see that pie is back on the menu, unintended. Now I'm going to be creating a separate video on how to transform data, really a lot of different videos on how to transform data since it's a big topic within business intelligence and Power BI. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see these videos and get notified when they're uploaded. Now, once we're done here, we can simply go ahead and click on close and apply. And now we can see that it has loaded our data. And this is the place where we can go ahead and start visualizing our data. Now, to build our report, the part of this screen that we're going to be looking at the most is actually the right part where we have our data here. These are our columns. And then here we have the tools to create charts. Now, the first thing that I want to look at is which store am I spending the most money at? Which store is most expensive? Well, we can click on store here, mark it like this, and then we click on price. And we can easily see it here, sum of prices, and then the stores. So I can see here that I'm spending the most money at Walmart. But what if we want to make this a little bit prettier using the visualization? Well, we can go ahead and add actually a stacked column chart simply by clicking on it. And we can see here that it's been visualized and looks a lot better and a lot easier to see. We can also drag store here and then make it a legend, which will change the colors. It will add this here as well. So we can see here that at Walmart, I'm spending $3.19. At Target, I'm spending $3.13. And then at Costco, I'm spending $2.96. And so if in the future I want to be purchasing my snacking, my candy, my cakes, and so on, then I should be doing it at Costco. Now, of course, this is useful information if I'm purchasing the exact same amount of each product at each store equally. But what if I want to purchase, let's say, for example, that cake is cheaper at Walmart, but soda is cheaper at Target? How can I look at that? How can I see that data? Well, to do that, we simply go and create another chart. So this time we need the product, of course. We need the price, and then we also need the store. So here we have the list, and then let's put this in a chart. I think a clustered column chart makes the most sense. Click on that, make it a little bit bigger, and here it is. So here, right away, we can see that cake is more expensive at Walmart and cheapest at Target. But at the same time, for example, pie is most expensive at Target and it's cheapest at Costco. Meanwhile, candy is kind of the same price, a very small difference here between the three stores. So what this allows us to do is actually to make data-driven decisions. This means that if I want to purchase cake, then I should go do it at, for example, in this case, Target. But if I want to purchase pie, then I should go do it at Costco because that's where it's cheapest. So by purchasing the different snacks from different stores, I can keep the price low or make it as low as possible while getting all the products that I need, or all the snacks that I need in this case. Now, this can be our dashboard. Actually, we don't really need a lot more. So let's take a look at how we can make this a little bit prettier. So you can see here, if you select the chart, that you can freely move it around. You can move this here, make it a little bit bigger, something like this. And then let's go ahead and change the titles here. So how do you do that? Well, you click on the chart, and then you go here to format your visual, general, and then title. You can turn it off if you want. That removes that, but we can change it to products like this. And as you can see, it changed to products. We can do the same thing here. Title, change from text, sum of prices to stores. Something like this. And now if I want to change the visual, let's say that I want to add data labels so that we can see the data on the chart, right? Instead of having to hover like this. Well, we go to data labels, we turn it on, and then we can see the data here directly inside of the chart. Now in the position, instead of auto, what if we do it inside center like this? Now it looks even better. We can do the same for this one. So we go to visual, data labels, turn on. Position should be inside center, and it's there. And that's really all you need to know to create a super simple yet effective Power BI dashboard to visualize and display data. And that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I will be releasing videos like these on Power Query, relationships, data transformation, and so on. So if you want to see these videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that they pop up in your feed. Also, make sure to hit the like button to help us out with the algorithm, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.